Hello, everyone. Welcome to Balance Consciousness. Jess here. I hope you are well. This week's balance talk is going to be about scarcity. I know that we've all been in this state multiple times in our life. I got really curious about actual definitions of scarcity, and I just wanted to share them with you. Just from the dictionary, it says a state of being scarce or in short supply or a shortage, right? Makes sense. What I found really fascinating was that there is a different and slightly more detailed definition when you look at the word scarcity in the world of economics specifically. The definition is the demand for a good or service is greater than the availability of that good or service. So let me say that again. The demand for what we want is greater than the actual availability of what we want. That's really fascinating, right? So when we bring that into our life, what is this belief that has been instilled in us that makes us even believe in the first place that the demand is greater than what there actually is available? Scarcity mindset, for example, you're running your own business and you have a core belief that there aren't enough clients to come to your business as well as a few of your competitors. There isn't enough money to go around in the world to reach all of us. There aren't enough loving, kind, and conscious people to be out there to be solid partners. There aren't enough safe housing situations for me to find a good home. It's scarce out there, right? I feel that so much in my heart as I talk about it, and I know that you resonate with that. It's a core belief. The truth is that it's not true. I believe in the power of our ability to create whatever reality that we want, that we desire, just by going inward, just by becoming more at peace and in harmony and in self-love and the knowing of the self and being more authentic in ourself. Magic can happen, right? But obviously it's much easier said than done. Let's talk about what actually gets us there. Rather than just saying I need to break free, break free, break free, maybe if we have more of an understanding of what got us into scarcity, what continues to get us into a scarcity mindset, maybe we can understand ourselves that much more and we can give ourselves some more gentility and grace in those situations. This is going to be different for everyone, but one thing that I will say that I feel very confident is one that is affecting all of us is society. It's our culture. We go out there and we see the population growing. We see statistics on the rich getting richer, which means that as more population grows, the poor are getting poorer, the middle class is starting to disappear. We see those statistics, and a part of us hearing that over and over and over again, like any repetitive bit of information, it's seeping into our subconscious. And it's starting to tell us, oh, well, then that's the direction we're going, period. No flexibility on it, no what ifs, no, that's not my story. We start to, in our body, believe that that's going to ultimately be our path. So society is a huge, huge factor, when we hear things over and over again. We're being taught that we need to do more to be more. We're being taught that we need to fill up our calendar and that's what makes us worthy when we're busy, rather than thinking, what is my time exchange and the value that I provide and what is the value that I am getting back? Another thing that we can think of is, what did we learn as a child? Our first teachers were our parents. So what did we learn from our parents in regards to abundance or scarcity? Did we always see them struggling? If we did always see them struggling, did we hear them talk about the struggle a lot? Or did we hear them talk about what they were grateful for? Those are also two very different scenarios. From our parents, we start to see our siblings take hold, especially if they're older. They're teaching us. Our first teachers in school or in extracurricular activities, coaches on sports teams, anything that was an authority figure during those developmental years, what did they teach us in terms of scarcity? These are all things that I really encourage you to maybe write down, journal about. What did I learn? What did I just observe? And this isn't to make anyone wrong. This is, again, to find a deeper understanding within ourselves so that we can just deepen into that self-love. So from society, from our parents, family, from authority figures growing up. Let's continue into that. What did our friendships teach us in terms of scarcity and abundance? What did our first boss teach us? Moving on, coworkers, moving on, second boss, third boss, moving on, intimate partnerships. What did they teach us? So deepening into this will help you figure out your own journey, because the reason why we're going into scarcity is going to be different for absolutely everyone. And then now, once we start to go, oh, wow, I see a pattern here, or this one person was a huge influence on my life, and I really took everything that they said for gold. That's really interesting, right? When you start to know that, when you start to feel that, start to kind of sink into your body and ask yourself, where in my body do I feel that? What does it feel like? Can I give it a sensation? You know, does it feel icky? Does it feel tense? Does it feel vibratory? You know, all these things. And then just sit with that for a second. And then you can know that scarcity will always live there. And that'll be your alert system when it comes up, because our body is our biggest communicator and so incredibly wise. When the more that we connect with it, the better. When that comes up as a red flag, then we can start to go, okay, what are my tools? I know that I have the power to create my own reality. And if you feel resistance to this, this is where we start to move forward into it, right? If you feel resistance to this, if you start to go, well, sure, I can say rationally, I know I have power and yada, 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 but then you get into negative self-talk. Well, that's not for me. That's my next thing for you. What is your internal dialogue about when it comes to scarcity and abundance? Right? What has been wired within you? And what do we need to rewire, right? So for example, if a very common internal dialogue is, oh, I can't do that. I can't achieve that. That's not for me. Maybe it's coming from a place of fearing failure. Maybe it's coming from a place of lacking worthiness, not truly feeling that we're deserving of it. You know, all of you are going to have a slightly different story and a core belief that you learned from all those authority figures growing up. It came from who they learned from, and up and up and up. We're so interconnected that way. It's a beautiful thing. When you start to hear your internal dialogue, I want you to write it down, no matter how ridiculous it sounds, right? Like, I am not worthy. I am a failure. I will never achieve XYZ. And I want you to really feel how those things are in your body. And like, no, ugh, icky. It doesn't feel good. I feel it in my heart and my throat chakra, especially you guys. It's dropping down into that power chakra. So what are we going to rewire it to? Write that negative thought down, that negative core belief. And then I want you to write down something that is completely opposite of that, such as, I have the power to create my reality. There is limitless abundance waiting for me. I just need to grab it. You know, something that you can start to then repeat and repeat and repeat and feel in to your body. If you guys have been following me for a while, when it comes to affirmations, I'm very, very particular about them, because if you feel like you're forcing it and you're feeling like it's resistant, sometimes it can actually do more harm than good. So if you try an affirmation like that and you're like, wow, that doesn't feel good, there's most likely some sort of trauma that we need to understand more and we need to release first, for you to really be able to believe those affirmations. But I want to hear from you. What has scarcity taught you? How does it manifest in your life? What would you like to break free from? What do you notice? What do you not notice? What would you like to dig into more? Because here's the truth, guys. We're all capable of going into this just as easily as we are capable of going into an abundant mindset, believe it or not. But the way that our brain is wired, negative thoughts and feelings and emotions are so easily stuck, while positive ones can be fleeting. We have to rewire our brain to really bring those things in. And then I'm going to repeat and repeat and repeat. We have to bring it down into our body. So here are my beginning thoughts on scarcity. I want to hear your thoughts. If you are suffering from scarcity mindset right now, I want to offer something so exciting to you. I have a free manifestation course down below. You can hit the link, completely free. I'm so happy about it. It brings me so much joy, and I'm so excited to offer it to you. You can watch it as many times as you want. I'm sending you so much love, and I truly believe that no matter who you are, where you've come from, what you do, you are incredibly capable. You are more than worthy to achieve the life that you desire, because you are magic. just by existing. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Mwah.